Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ Guru Pyareo, we are very fortunate that Maharaj gave us this opportunity to come together as a Satsangat, as a Sachi Sangat, and praise Vaheguru, meditate on Vaheguru. Yesterday we talked about Sahaj Avastha and a little bit about Sun also. And Gurmukh Pyare was asking this question that how can we go into Sun as per our own will? I said that's a confusion. He said they don't know when they go in Sun. They go to Sun, but they don't know when they have gone. And that's where we have to understand what exactly is a Sahaj Avastha. And that's a topic in hand also. That's what Guru Sahib will tell us. Guru Sahib will give us the wisdom today. Let's continue and we will ask Guru Sahib to give us that answer. Maharaj says, Khin mein upjai, khin khapai, khin ave, khin jai. You know, in the world, there are many talks going about, okay, how much time does a person spend on this earth while fully leaving this body? Puranas says 13 days, Garud Puran and all that stuff, right? But we believe in Tan Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. Whatever Gurbani Guru is saying, we will believe in that. We will not go here and there and ask for other things. Maharaj says, Khin mein upjai, khin khapai, khin ave, khin jai. That we have to really take a deep dive and understand that. Some of you in the Sangat are of my age, some may be the older age, some may be the younger age, right? Some may be the kids also here. But especially for people of my age or older than my age, if they will close their eyes right now and think about their past from the childhood, it will be an instant that whole life will come in front of them. ਇੱਕ ਸਕਿੰਟਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਨਾ, ਥੋੜੇ ਸਕਿੰਟਾਂ 'ਚ ਹੀ, ਜਿਵੇਂ ਰੀਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਘੁੰਮਦੀ, ਜਿਵੇਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਫਿਲਮ ਵੇਖਦੇ ਹੋ ਬੜੀ ਫਾਸਟ ਫਾਰਵਰਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, whole life will go away. And then you realize, am I really 46 years old? Am I really 60 years old, 80 years old? That's what Maharaj is saying. Khin mein upjai, khin khape. That time thing is based on this earth, is based on this physical body. Vaheguruji is timeless. Maharaj has created this mind a timeless. We don't belong to this physical world. Khin mein upjai, khin khape, khin aave, khin jaye. It feels like one instance, little bit, just in a second. If somebody came, that was our childhood, went past very fast. Our young, and you can ask the bujurgs, you can ask old people, your parents, your grandparents, and ask them. They will tell you, oh, I still remember. It feels like yesterday. That why when I was in my high school, when I passed my school, or when I got married, it seemed like yesterday. And that's what the life is, Guru Pyare. Maharaj says, your life will pass in an instant and you'll come back again. And it does not mean that you will have to come in 84 lakh June. You may not come in 84 lakh June. You may come, but depends. You depend whether you have recognized the Shabad or not. If you have not recognized the Shabad, you will come in 84 lakh June. Maybe you'll come as a fly. Maybe you will come as a mosquito. Maybe you will come as some animal, depending upon where was our surth, where was our focus. That's why Maharaj, in the whole Gurbani, from Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj till Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Sache Pasha, 6 Gurus, Gurbani is there, and the Bhagat Sahban, and the Sikhs. Everybody is saying the same thing. Recognize the Shabad. Recognize which Shabad? See now, next line. Shabad pachane rav rahe na tis kaal santaye. Santaye means tang nahi karega. It will not create a problem for you. Kaal is also a time. Kaal is also called the death. But we have to recognize the Shabad. Shabad has an onkar. One Shabad, that cosmic sound. That sound which created the whole universe. Ik Oankar. From one Vaheguru, the whole universe was created. Shabad Pachane. And that Shabad, where is that Shabad? Jo Barmande, Soi Pinde, Jo Khoje So Paye. It is inside you. You have to recognize that Shabad. We can only recognize the Shabad if our thoughts are, if we kill our thoughts with Vaheguruji's Kripa. Everything is Kripa. Apne vasti koi gal nahi hai, hai na? कोई कहे ना भाई, I know this jukti, I know that jukti, with that jukti something will happen. No, Guru Pyare, nahi. Sari di sari kirpa malak di. This is all grace of Vaheguru, one Vaheguru. You can call him Allah, you can call him Ram, you can call him anything. It's all one Vaheguru. Shabad pachane rav rahe. Natis kaal santaye. Rav rahe. He will have an eternal life. Why? If we recognize the Shabad, if we merge in the Shabad, we'll have an eternal life. Will not die, will not come back, will be out of this cycle of life and death. Who has to recognize? Mind has to recognize. And how can mind recognize the Shabad? When mind will kill the thoughts. What is happening is, when Gurmukh Pyare start jumping Naam, when they start chanting Naam, slowly, the thoughts will go away, especially in Sachi Sangat. Thoughts go very fast because Sab Surti Mil Surt Kamai, Sab Kimat Mil Kimat Pai. And you will merge in Sun very fast. It's like a sleep. You will sleep very fast. But we have to understand that we don't go to sleep right away. Initially, For the newbies, for 6 months, year, when they are doing this regularly, what will happen is when they will get a sleep after doing a Saskara Simran, they'll go to sleep very fast. But then something will come up. They will start hearing Panch Shabad internally. Maybe one Shabad, maybe two Shabad, maybe Kanere Shabad, maybe so many sounds inside. Right? Shabad is a sound. Right? They will hear the Shabad from inside. Slowly, slowly, you keep on doing the Vyas. This Shabad will become a one sound, a Sahaj Tun. When Sahaj Tun is there, how can you recognize whether it is a Sahaj Tun? From the name, Maharaj says, Tera Mukh Suhava Jiyo Sahaj Tun Bani. When you will listen to it, you will go in Sahaj, you will go in peace. Right? Meaning you will not have any thought. But you still have to listen to the Guru. Gurbani Guru. Maharaj says, Gaviye, Suniye, Man Rakhiye Pao. Always start with that. Start Sas Gira Simran, do Antargat Sas Antargat Simran. And when the mind is in peace, and you know that the state of Kumari is there. Do everybody understand what is Kumari? There's no real English word for that. The closest word I could find is drowsiness. But it's not exactly a drowsiness because you are not tired. You are in bliss. You are in Anand. Anybody has a confusion in this word? Because this is very important to learn. You can ask. When that state, and this has to be done practically, when you will reach that stage of Kumari, of drowsiness state, a bliss state, and you know within a second you can fall asleep. That means you can merge in Sun. You don't do that. What you do is you start listening to that Sahaj Tun. You start listening to that Sahaj Tun. And that's what Maharaj is telling us. Shabad pachane Rav rahe. If you will recognize that Shabad, if you will recognize that Shabad, then Kaal cannot come close to you. Neither in the physical world nor in Parlok. You will merge in that Shabad. Natis Kaal Santai. It will not give you a trouble. Stayega nahi tonu. Santai means stay. Will not create a problem for you. Sahib atul na toliye. Kathan na paya jaye. You cannot find the limits of Vaheguru. कोई चीज तोली दी है ना, you can measure something. Vaheguru ji, you cannot measure. His Leela, his play, you cannot understand it fully. And don't try to understand also. Just understand one thing. There is Maya, Trigun Maya, and then there is Vaheguru. This is a game. We are stuck in Trigun Maya. We need to come out of this Trigun Maya. How? By losing the love for world. And there's only one way you can leave the love for the world. When you will fall in love with the Vaheguru. And how? Maharaj says, Gaviye, Suniye. When you are at these two stages, listening to your own voice, chanting from your tongue, listening from your own voice, love will come. Man rakhiye pao. Mind will have pao. अपने आप रखेगा. किन्ने रखना पाओ? ਅਸੀਂ नहीं रखना गुरु प्यारे. मन रखिए पाओ. Who has to place that love inside your mind? You cannot do it. We cannot do it. Nobody can do it. You go to any Sant Mahatma, you can go to any Dera, anybody. They cannot do it. ਭਲੇਖਾ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਿ ਕੋਈ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸੰਤ ਪਿਆਰ ਪਾ ਦੇਗਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਸਤੇ. No. ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਨੇ ਪਿਆਰ ਪਾਉਣਾ. The ਗਿਆਨ of ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ, the kirtan. Vaheguru ji has to put the love. This is the game. We can only do ardas benti. Ardas benti. Maharaj preet de do. Give me the love. And when you will start recognizing this Shabad, preet will come. When you will start doing Sasgra Simran, more and more Sasgra Simran, preet will come, love will come. Sahib atul na toli kande tusi nahi tol sakde. You cannot understand this. This game is very different. You cannot measure it. That's why Maharaj is Byant. He is limitless. You cannot put any limit on that. We feel like that we understand so much about the world, but we are speck of a speck of a speck. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਥਨ ਨਾ ਪਾਇਆ ਜਾਏ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਮਰਜੀ ਬੋਲ ਲੋ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ. You can say whatever you want to about the ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਕੱਥ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, but by just talking, it's babbling. In Gurbani also it comes, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਝੱਖ ਮਾਰਦਾ, it's just a babbling. We have to do the practical, Guru Pyareo. We have to understand, we have to recognize the power of the Shabad. When you will recognize the power of Shabad, you will be happy in this world as well as on the other world, above the Trigun Maya, in the Chautha Pad, above this Tripavan. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵਪਾਰੀ ਵਣਜਾਰਿਆ ਆਏ ਵਜੋਂ ਲਿਖਾਏ. Maharaj ne gal mukati. Maharaj has given us the verdict here. Vapari, who is Vapari? Vapari is a trader or a businessman. Trader or a businessman. What do traders and businessmen do? They do business, they do trading. Aaye vajon likhai. But Maharaj says Bhagats are also Vanjari. Main Vanjaran Ram ki. Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, Main Vanjaran Ram ki. Why Guru Dapa? Ram ki means Naam. The trading of Naam we have to do. Vanjarya Mitra. So many times this word has come. Vaiguruji is also a trader. So it's like, you have this, I don't know if you know this term in the business, it is called carrying and forwarding. If you have a franchisee of something, right? Let's say you have a franchisee or carrying and forwarding business of Coke, of Pepsi, right? What you are doing, you're buying it from them and you are selling it to the customers or selling it to the other traders. That's what the Sikh is. Aap japo, avra naam japo. And who is giving you that now? Vaiguruji, Satguruji sitting inside. Aaye vajo likhai. He is the one who has written in our destiny, in everybody. Mastak hoye likhya. It's likhya, already likhya. In everybody's mastak on their head, it's written that you came here. Pai Parapat Manuk Dehuriya Govind Milan ki e teri bariya avar kaaj tere rakite na kaam mil saad sangat paj keval. Now it's written. It's a destiny for everybody. Whether we recognize it in this birth or it will take few more births, but Vaiguruji give us this opportunity to everybody. Some people recognize it, some people don't. Some people say no, nothing is going to happen. Nobody can recognize on their own also. This is also the truth. If Vaiguruji wants them to recognize, they will. In the same house, in the same room, you will be doing Simran. But maybe somebody in the family will not be interested. They will not do the Simran. And what will happen? You will say, why they are not doing the Simran? But it's not in your control. Don't get upset about it. It can be your wife, it can be your husband, it can be your parents, it can be your siblings, it can be your friends. You can't change people. That's what Maharaj is saying. Vapari vanjarya aaye vajo likhaye. It's their destiny. Kar kamave sach ki, laha mile rajaye. But for those Bhagats, for the Gurmukh Jan, for the Sant Jan, for the Sangat, who has written destiny, everybody who recognize that written destiny, who Vaiguruji wants them to recognize. Okay, karde car kamave. This is not a physical car and all. This is car as in they will meditate. That is the job. That's a seva which is written for them. That they came here to do the trading of Naam, to do the business of Naam. Aap japo, avra naam japao. Kar kamave sach ki, laha mile razai. Odi raza che. It is all in his will. That profit, they will get it. They will also get the profit. And then when people will do their sangat, they will also get the profit. All of us sitting here, our duty is to jap naam, to undertake the Gyan of Gurbani Guru. And if a few of our family members, they are ready to do with us, well and good. If they don't do it, Don't worry about it. Don't try to change them. Don't force them. Just tell them, hey, 5 to 6 p.m. Pacific time, there is a Sangat, or whatever time. I'm just giving an example. Now, if somebody wants to come and do Simran, take a Gyan, wisdom of Gurbani Guru, it's up to them. It's up to Vaheguru Ji. आपे संगत साध बहाले आपे विदा करावे साडी ते ओदे च कोई गल ही नहीं. We can't tell people, we can't force people. At least in my lifetime, I'm 46 years old. In my lifetime, I have not seen any Gurdwara Sahib which get 100% filled every day for the Simran. There will be always less people for Simran, for meditation. At least this is my experience. So don't worry. Just worry about yourself. Don't worry about your spouse. Don't worry about your family. Don't worry about anybody. Just self-introspect. Take a Gyan of Guru. Get into love with Vaheguru. Oh, do the Ardas Benti. Always Ardas Benti. Ask, beg in front of Vaheguru. Give me Naam, give me Naam, give me. I want to recognize the Shabad. I want to recognize the Shabad. That's it. Help me. Help me. हजारां बारी अरदास को हम पीकत भिखारी थे तू निज पत है दाता पूंजी साची गुर मिले ना तिस तिल ना तमाए. And this is very different, Punji. This wealth is very different. When you will deposit the money in the bank, go to Bank of America, you deposit the money, right? And if your balance is, little short of, let's say, $1,000, and they want a minimum $1,000 of a balance, they will start taking money out of you. They'll take it from you. Your money, your hard-earned money, or Uncle Sam, or the government, right? Or the federal government or state governments. They'll take a tax from you. You earned it, but they'll take it. But Vaheguruji is not like that. Punji sachi gur mila na tis til na tamai. Maharaj will not keep your wealth. He will give you back with interest all the time. Even if you die. Die as in the physical death is there. Today, you deposit $50,000 in Bank of America. And unfortunately, you have to leave your physical body for whatever reason. Now, Vaheguruji give you another chance and you come again as a human birth. And when you are around 10, 15 years old, you remember that 15, 20 years back, I died and this was my account number and I deposit $50,000 in the bank account. You go to Bank of America and you ask them, I mean, any bank, I'm not just saying Bank of America, any bank, you go to any bank and you go there and ask them, hey, 20 years back, I died. I had $50,000 in my account. Will they give you back? No, not at all. They'll say, run away. Who are you? We don't even recognize you. But Maharaj, even if somebody has come in the Sangat for 10 minutes, Maharaj will not keep his wealth. He will give it back. What does that mean? Based on the Naam Kamai, your next birth will be decided. Karams will be gone away. The karams which we do, let's say Sattoguni karams which we do a seva. It's good to do it, but when you do it, Maharaj says, Dan pun jo beejte sab taram rai ko jaye. That doesn't go to Vaheguruji. That goes to Taram Rai. Taram Rai sees how many good karams, bad karams you do.
Even the Daswand we give, that also goes to Dharam, right?
Daswand, Guru Pyareo, very good question. Thank you for asking this question. In Gurmat, Daswand is your Swasanda Daswand. There are 24 hours. 10% Bhakti minimum 2.5 hours. That is the Daswand. See, when you are talking about the physical Daswand, it is linked with your physical body. Maharaj is Sukham, your mind is Sukham, your Kamai also has to be Sukham, subtle. It's not physical, subtle. Make sense?
Then the physical Daswand basically goes to Dharamraj, right?
Yeah. Meaning, again, I'm not telling you not to help others. I'm not saying that. Guru Pyara who will be doing Naam Jap, who is connected with Vaheguru, who has preet for Vaheguru, he will have preet for everybody. He will have a compassion for everybody. He will have compassion for homeless. He will have compassion for anybody who is in need. And whatever he will do, he will not look whether it is 10% or 15% or 20%. He will just give whatever he can. Isn't it? Right? If somebody needs $1,000, right? And you earn $2,000 or whatever, right? And you think that you have $2,000 in your account, you will give them $1,000, or even if $2,000 is, you will give it, because that compassion will be there. You will not say, I'm only going to give 10%, $200, because that's the rule. Guru Pyaro sir na confusion badi pai panth de vich. They have confused us a lot. If we will start following Gurmat, automatically things will change. But again, Maharaj ki kande, that is not in our hands. Everything is going in hukum. Kise nu la denda, kise nu hata denda. Some people is doing meditation, somebody is taking the wisdom of Guru, somebody is not. It's all in his hukum. Gurmukh tol tolai si, sach taraji tol. But the Gurmukhs, their life will be such, every step of their life they will see how much time I am giving it to Vaheguru, how much bhakti I am doing, and who will do it for them? To Laisi, Vaheguruji will help them to understand. Guru Pyareo, today you spent your time in Kaam, in Krodh, in Lobh, in Moh, in Hankar, in Duvida. Sab to vadi problem pata hai ki hai? The biggest problem for the Gurmukhs, Duvida. They get into Duvida. Even at the stage of Nad, we have to be very, very careful. When you are at that stage, problems will come. Problem from your family will come. Problem from your spouse will come. Problem for others. But you have to be very careful. We have to be very careful. And most of us will lose the game. That then will get angry. And that's why Ardas, Benti, always in Sangat. Till the last breath of our life, we don't have to leave Saskara Simran. We don't have to leave the Sangat, Sachi Sangat. We have to come in the Sangat. Asa, Mansa, Mohani. Let's first more vichar on the last line. Gurmukh tol tolaisi, sach tarazi tol. Kende sirf tusi sach da tol. He is going to help you understand the scale of Vaheguru. One side is what? Karam, other side is Taram. Every day, self-introspect and see how much Karam you did the kamai of, how much Taram the kamai you did. Did you spend more time in the Karam, meaning in the worldly affairs, or did you spend more time in the love of Vaheguru? Asa, Mansa, Morni, Guru Thaki, Sach Bol. When you will start doing more and more Bhakti, more and more Simran, more Gyan, more Dhyan, more Gurbani, more Simran, what will happen? Asa Mansa will go away. Hopes and desires will go away. Asa Mansa Moni, both Moni hai na? We love hopes and desires of this physical world. It will go away. Gur Thaki Sach Bol. Utha ke dega, rok dega. He will stop your Asa Mansa. He will stop your desires. That is the toll which we will do for you. That is the scale he's going to use. He's going to say, now, my Gurmukh Pyara has struggled a lot. Let's give him a love. But it is his marzi. It is his will when he will do it. It's not in our control. Aap tulai tulsi pure pura to. He will do it. He himself will see that whether my son, my mind is now ready, whether he has recognized the Shabad. Is he ready now? Is he nirmal now? Is the mind nirmal now? Can he come to the house? He will make sure. And when there will be too much trouble from the family, from the friends and all, there will be the time when it will come, he will take all the trouble away. He will take the Kaal away. Then he'll say, yes, my son has recognized the Shabad now. There is no formula for that. It is his will. Kathna कहना ना छूटी, कहते कह के नहीं छूटता कोई. We will do all these stories, we will not get liberated. Na pad pustak par. And we can read as many books. Yes, we can get inspiration, but even if we'll have so much spiritual knowledge and all, my says what good it is. Maybe we are reading the autobiographies of the Gurmukhs and all. That's all good. That will give you inspiration. But छुट्टांगा नहीं ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ, will not get a liberation. Liberation will be only through Shabad. Liberation of mind will be only through Shabad. काया सोच ना पाइए. फिर महाराज कहते some people do a lot of going to the tirths, sarovar de shnan kar lo. Oh, when you do the simran, before doing the simran, let's take a bath. There is a reason why you have to take a bath, right? Physical body, because you will wake up. But when you say, oh, let's purify ourselves and all that stuff, Maharaj says, Kaya, soch na bhai. Kaya is physical body. Jina marji socham rakh le. You can wash yourself, you can take a bath twice a day. Bin har bhagat pyar. Without the love of Shabad, without the love of Vaheguru, will not be able to merge in him. And by washing yourself, you are not going to get a pyar. Washing of mind, you will get a pyar, not the physical body. Manatovo Shabad lago harsyo raho chitlai. Bin har bhagat pyar. Without the bhakti of Har, of Vaheguru, of one Vaheguru, of Nirankar formless Vaheguru, the pyar will not come. Nanak naam na visre mele gur kartar. This is the Ardas. Vaheguru ji, visar nahi datar. Apna naam deo. Give me, bless me with the naam. And Guru Pyare, we have to recognize that sad state. Very important. People are confused. They will sit, they have so many thoughts, they will sit and they will start listening to the Shabad which are inside. And then they will say, oh, I can't focus because you were busy in Maya so much whole day, whole night. You were in Pavsagar. How can you directly focus? That's why we have to understand Saas Gira Simran is very, very important. We need to do more and more Saas Gira Simran. Come to the Sachi Sangat. Then when the mind is pure, when you're sitting alone also, do the Saas Gira Simran. Then do Saas Antargat Simran. When you will get into that state of Kumari, that state is in between. It's just before this one. That's called a sad state. The mind is peace, silent. And the sound is very high. Saj Tun sound is very high pitch. And you start focusing on that. Some Gurmukhs will start feeling the vibrations in their body. In their body, right? Their vibrations are there because Maharaj will use the Sheet Singhs to help you out in connecting. Right? And in the sad state, when you will listen to the Shabad, then you will connect to the Shabad, then you will listen to the Naad, and with Vaheguruji's Kripa, it's all his Kripa, every step. Then we might have a darshan of Jyot. But if you say that, okay, I directly want to listen to the sound, it will not happen. It is very difficult for very rare people. Only for those people who are doing Simran all the time. During the Karam also. That's why it's always recommended when you are doing Karam also. In the daytime, when you're working, studying, and also, what are you doing? Vah, Guru, Vah, Guru, Vah, Guru. Altu faltu galna de vich nahi pehna. No nindya chugli. No gossiping and slandering with others. No other things. More you will do these things, more time it will take you to go in the Sahaj. And you have to recognize the Sahaj state. Once you will start recognizing the state of Sahaj, when the total peace of mind and body is there, sona nahi hunda us time te. Don't smaw in that. Don't merge in the sun. Listen to the Shabad just before the sun. And you can recognize that. We'll talk more with Vaheguruji's Kirpa. ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮ ਨਾ ਵਿਸਰੇ, ਕਦੀ ਵੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਾਮ ਨਾ ਭੁੱਲੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ। I should never forget ਨਾਮ, never forget ਸ਼ਬਦ, ਮੇਲੇ ਗੁਰ ਕਰਤਾਰ। And with ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ji's ਕਿਰਪਾ, Satguru ji help me in merging with ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। This is the ardas which we have to do all the time, and Maharaj will do the kirpa. ਆਓ ਜੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਿਆਰਿਓ, let's do Simran, ਸਾਸ ਗਿਰਾ Simran. When we say Wah, we listen. When we say Guru, we listen. Tummy in when we say Wah, tummy out when we say Guru, and listen to your own voice. आओ जी शुरू करिए। वाह गुरु, 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 गुरु, वाह 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 गुरु, गुरु, वाह 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 गुरु, Vahguru, 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 Vahguru,
Vahguru, Vahguru, Vahguru,